You're watching Capital One Bowl Mania.
It is Friday night ahead of the holiday weekend in Tampa Bay, and we welcome you to the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. It's part of Capital One Bowl Mania. And tonight at Raymond James Stadium, the Big 12 and the ACC hook up for the first time in the postseason. Georgia Tech back into a bowl game for the first time in 5 years at 6-6. And Gus Malzahn brings UCF, the Knights, down I-4 from Orlando after their debut season in the Big 12. Great to be with Tim Hasselbeck, Wes Durham. Taylor Tannenbaum joins us shortly. Bowl games are fascinating at times. It's sometimes about want to. And all indications are the Knights and Jackets want to be here.
They really do. But I think the players want to be here. The coaches want to be here. It's evident in the rosters that are here to play tonight. And both teams finish the season strong, have good offenses. We expect a good matchup.
Well, and a pair of number 10s are at the center of that, who can win with their arm and with their feet. We'll start with Georgia Tech's Haynes King.
Yeah, and Haynes King's a lot of fun to watch. He's a good quarterback. He's a guy that plays with a ton of kind of grit and competitiveness. He is a passer, but make no mistake about it, he's also a very good runner. And this is what I mean about Haynes King as a passer. They really trust him. They like to push the ball down the field with him, but he also does an excellent job of creating offense. And it comes in spurts at times, and it also comes with design runs. A lot of people fear him as a design runner because once he gets going, he's hard to track down.
Well, so we'll look forward to seeing the Texas A&M transfer Haynes King tonight at quarterback, his first full season in Atlanta. Meanwhile, it's an Ole Miss transfer, kind of a veteran piece, though, for Gus Malzahn that pulls the trigger. John Rice Plumlee is terrific, Tim.
He is terrific. He's one of those guys that if it was gym class, he'd get picked first. He's just that kind of athlete, baseball player, football player, but he's also becoming a better quarterback. And, I think with Gus Malzahn, I think working on some of the little things to be more consistent as a passer, that's been really good for him, and it's been good for this UCF offense.
He was banged up during the course of the regular season, but all indications are he'll be as healthy as he's been all year tonight. And our Tax Act performance update, well, I tell you what, he's got two great weapons on the perimeter.
He's got two really good weapons, Javon Baker and Kobe Hudson at wide receiver. Just look combined, 85 catches and 13 touchdowns. They can kind of do it all. Similar receivers, guys that adjust to the football well, have excellent speed, and so serious playmakers on the perimeter for UCF offensively.
Yeah, we expect to see it with both schools offensively as well tonight, run and throw. When we come back, Taylor Tannenbaum joins us as we get ready for kickoff in Tampa. Knights and Jackets tonight. Gus Malzahn's offense tonight.
Yeah, Wes, you and Tim mentioned there are very few opt-outs tonight in this game, which means we will see the stars on display for both sides. And that does include UCF running back R.J. Harvey, who just 24 hours ago did make the big announcement he will be returning next season after a breakout year in the Big 12. And guys, it's kind of funny how life comes full circle. R.J. nearly committed to play at Georgia Tech coming out of high school, but as a quarterback. He instead went to Virginia as a QB before eventually returning here, transferring to UCF, and changing positions altogether. I talked to RJ this week, and he told me he honestly never thought he'd be playing for his hometown team. He is from Orlando, and he never even wanted to play running back at all. But he was open to change. I think it's turned out pretty well, and we'll get a heavy dose of RJ Harvey tonight and now into 24, guys.
Well, and the Big 12 already knows his name, Tim, because he was... I think when you added Plumlee and the perimeter effect, guys, R.J. Harvey kind of completed who UCF was going to be in this first year.
I completely agree with you, Wes. He's a really talented back, and listed at 5'9", 205, and they say he's probably closer to 215. He's kind of a bowling ball, but plenty of speed. He's been a good back for them.
Well, Gus Malzahn, you know all about his career, 58 years of age, over 100 wins in 12 seasons. What you may not know is there's no more Georgia Tech through and through than the guy coaching them. Brent Key is unbelievable about his pride and his passion for their program.
And Wes, don't you think there's something special about that? When a guy is at his alma mater and it just means more, feels like every time you and I have had the opportunity to talk to him about it, you come away thinking more and more how much it means to him.
45 games as a starter for George O'Leary, including an ACC championship and a 10-win season in 1998. Dots the playing career of Brent Key. His coaching career has been terrific. came over to Atlanta 5 years ago when Jeff Collins became the head coach as the offensive line associate head coach, got the interim job a year ago, and has taken the Jackets back to the postseason play since Paul Johnson's final season in 2018. There is Xavier Townsend. He's kind of the third guy in the explosiveness of UCF on the perimeter, and Townsend will be deep, and joining him will be Braden Marshall, a defensive back, and that is Gavin Stewart, who's going to kick it away for the Yellow Jackets. And one common line in between these two institutions who played 5 previous times is George O'Leary coached both of them to success. And he is here tonight to enjoy a renewal of his 2 schools. Stewart to kick it away, and the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Here is Townsend off the 2. 20, 25, rolls out to the perimeter, 40, 45 before he's angled out of bounds. So right away, Townsend, whose longest kick return of the year was 34 yards coming in, runs that out for 47 and near the midfield line for John Rice Plumlee and the Knights. And here comes Plumlee. You see the young man from Hattiesburg who started Ole Miss. This is his 23rd start at UCF, the 32nd of his career in college. Off the 49 with R.J. Harvey with him. They get it handed. Nope, Plumlee going to keep it, and he'll slide across the 45 of Georgia Tech. No, they're going to spot him right on the 45. 6-yard run. Paul Mawala, the linebacker, makes the play on John Rice Plumlee. And Tim, there's the proof of the health.
Yeah, he's just healthy and then also protects himself at the end of the run.
First carry for Harvey into the Georgia Tech secondary, down to the 25 on his first run tonight. Rodney Shelley makes the tackle for Georgia Tech. 20-yard run for Harvey. And a little tempo for the Knights, Tim. And Harvey into the stack, and the Jackets make the play. Kevin Harris wraps up R.J. Harvey.
And what you talk about tempo, you know, these teams a lot of times in bowl games, you've had a long layoff. It's not just, you know, 1 week off, a bye week. It's, you know, seemingly a month, and when that happens, you try to simulate speed, but feels like Georgia Tech at the moment is a little slow getting into their stance.
37th double-digit run of the year for Harvey of 10 or more yards. Amazing stat. Here's Plumlee looping down the sideline. Baker caught it. Touchdown, UCF and Javon Baker. In 4 plays, the Knights go 51 yards.
Well, we said it. Plumlee is the trigger man, but it's these guys on the perimeter that are so talented. It's actually not bad coverage by Amari Harvey, but the ball's just perfectly thrown, and Javon Baker does an excellent job of tracking it.
Best kicking name in the country belongs to Colton Boomer of UCF. His point after is good. Javon Baker strikes. Announcing this afternoon he'll be back in 24. His 7th touchdown catch puts UCF on the board first.